This is Ryan and Michelle, and welcome to the Celebrate MarriageCast 5-Minute Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Summer Friday. We hope that you're having a great week and a great start of your summer weekend.
Absolutely. Happy Friday, everyone. We have a fun assignment for you.
I love fun assignments.
Fun assignments are always the best.
What do you have for us,
So
Brian?
I think we can all agree that prayer is crucial for your marriage.
Yeah. It's like the lifeline,
The lifeline.
the communication line,
To the Lord.
the source.
The source. Yes. So this weekend, we want you to pray for another marriage.
Okay.
So this weekend, maybe ask a good friend or a family member how you can pray for their marriage. Now, I think initially, and I think I'm very guilty of this as well. Like, you instantly probably are thinking of like, okay, whose marriage is in trouble? And I think that's good. Obviously it's important to pray for people if they're going through struggles. 100% agree with that. But also think about those people in your life that are married. I mean, I think all marriages can benefit from prayer.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's easy, I think, to think like, oh, well, Jim and Sally, they have a great marriage. I don't need to pray for them.
I bet Jim and Sally have a prayer request.
I'm sure they do. I mean, I was thinking about this, Michelle. It's kind of a question. If I were to ask you, hey, would you want your marriage to be blessed by God?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think most would probably say, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of where you are, of like, and I think that's so important, as you look at the people around you. I think it's so important to pray for those people. Pray for other marriages in your.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Ryan just banged his leg on the table.
Nah, it's all
we're
good. It's all good. But pray for those people. Pray for those people that you come across every day. Your coworkers, your small group, if you're in a small group through church or something along those lines, of just really opening your eyes and praying for another couple this weekend.
I think this could potentially feel intimidating to ask. So you could use a script like this. Hey, you use Jim and Sally, so I'm just going to say Sally.
Yeah.
Hey, Sally. I listen to this marriage podcast, and the assignment this weekend, they give a fun assignment every weekend, help grow our marriage. The one this weekend is that we're supposed to ask somebody if we can pray for their marriage. How can Ryan and I pray for your marriage? That way it's not you being, random or awkward, whatever, which you're not anyways, but you might feel that way. But you can kind of, put it on us. Like, hey, I listen to this marriage podcast and they're challenging the listeners this weekend to pray for another couple. How could Ryan and I pray for you and Jim this weekend? Or just in your marriage in general.
Yeah.
So, and then I think I think they would be very honored, and I think that would mean a lot to somebody if they asked them.
Absolutely.
I think if somebody asked us, I would say communication. I feel like that's always where we could talk about communication all day long, and I feel like we do a lot of shows on communication, but typically, we're wired very differently. So if the listeners out there, if you guys want to pray for Ryan and I, if you're like, hey, Ryan and Michelle, how can we pray for you guys in your marriage? I think communication is typically where the wheels get a little wobbly when we're just on different wavelengths and it's not that we're not, on the same team. It's just we're communicating differently. It's just remembering we are on the same team. We're for each other, but we just need to communicate in a way that, the other understands. Yeah. So, that's a great assignment, Ryan. Yeah, love it. So recap it for them. Yeah.
So a recap is to have a conversation with a couple that is close to you. And it could be a neighbor, coworker, somebody you go to church with, somebody in your small group, and just ask them how you can pray for their relationship this weekend.
I love that. And I think you will see fruit from that, whether it's, God answering that prayer, and it might not be in your timing or their timing, but it's in God's timing. So just know that. But I think that will build a stronger relationship between you and that person. And I think it's also building your own faith. Like each time you take a courageous step like that for God, he honors that. So just confidently ask and see what he can do.
Yeah. And I firmly believe that that's reciprocal.
Yeah.
There will probably be people praying for you, which we just said, we all agree that absolutely I would take as many prayers as people want to lift up.
Yeah, that's a great point, right?
Yeah.
That it probably, they might say, how can we pray for you guys?
Right.
So yeah, I love that. Thank you for joining us on this 5-Minute Friday. The whole goal of these is just kind of a midweek. We know it's the end of the week, but because our full show airs on Tuesdays, it's kind of a midweek checkpoint, right? Halfway to the next show. And it's just meant to be a little marriage booster, something that you can do over the weekend to build and grow your relationship, grow closer to each other and in your faith. So we hope that this encourages you and inspires you. If you missed our show from this week, go back and watch that. We talked about the way of Jesus. It was based on a weekend message, and we applied it to a marriage relationship. So we have weekend services. We would love you to join those online at celebrate.church. If you don't have a church home, we'd love to be your church home. We have an amazing team. They would love to help you and support you in your relationship as well. And those resources are at celebrate.church/marriage. Additionally, if you have a mystery question you want us to answer on our show, you can send those in by texting 605-951-0110. That number is in the show notes as well. We hope you have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.